Hey, this is Sean. I wanted to make a little topic video today, um, about restrooms. Um, yeah, as you can see, my face is kind of broken out. Sometimes does that. I had really bad skin before I started testosterone, and my levels are probably off or whatever. I don't even know. Even though I always get a confirmation saying yes, your levels are fine, but my body produces a lot of estrogen, so I'm a little over, I'm close to 5 years on testosterone, but my face is constantly breaking out like this. Well, not constantly, but lately it's gotten pretty bad. I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, so restrooms. When I first started transitioning, I never went anywhere because I didn't want to use the restroom. As far as work goes, when I came out, I think for like the first 6 months, I kind of went between bathrooms. And then I finally started working overnights, probably about a month into my coming out, just because I was just less people to deal with. And I still went between bathrooms just because, for me, I was like, well, I don't want to make the people I work with uncomfortable, and that's the person I am. Constantly thinking of other people, kind of putting myself last, you know. Um, and then as people started quitting or getting fired, I started working with people that didn't know that I was trans. So then I started using the men's restroom. And I didn't use it very confidently. I was constantly watching people be like making sure that they didn't, if they went in the restroom, I wasn't going to be in the restroom. And after top surgery, when I started really getting confident, and then I started going out more and drinking, and of course when you're drinking heavily, you have to pee every like 10 minutes. So I'm just like, well, when I had my top surgery, it was probably a little over a year ago. So that's when I started like really using the men's restroom in public places. And the more you use the restroom, the more you're gonna get used to it. Um, that's what I found. Cause if you're passing, like it's kind of rough to try to use the women's restroom. Um, so yeah, like go to concerts, big like huge venues, at palaces and shit, and I have to use the restroom. I've been drinking, so I go use the restroom, and I preferred to actually be in a huge restroom with a lot of other people in there because um, they really sometimes you kind of like, oh, if I'm sitting down and pee, they can hear my pee's gonna sound weird, off or something. And so that's why I kind of like a loud restroom. Um, but then if I go to use the stall, when I go use the stall, um, I kind of wait till if there's anybody in there. Kind of wait. If like it's a small restroom, I kind of wait till everybody's gone, or I'll actually time if someone's using the urinal. I'll kind of time it to when they're when they're peeing, which is kind of weird. It sounds weird, but that's kind of my strategy. But like last weekend, I went to the mall with my sister, and had to go use the restroom, so I went in there, and I kind of had an awkward situation where I thought all the stalls were taken, and in reality, out of the 4 stalls, only one of them was taken, and I kind of stood back and waited, and I kind of got a funny look, from someone, but there's constantly people going in and out of there, and there was one guy that walked just straight into a stall, and I was like, now I probably look like a ridiculous person, and I took the stall next to him because I was kind of the only one that was there, and he actually was sitting down to pee, and I was like, wow, like I don't know, it's kind of the first time I've ever had someone else sit down to pee, next to me in the men's room. And so that actually gave me the courage to do the same thing. I'm like, now I'm thinking, like, what does it even matter, whether you sit down to pee or not. So, yeah. I mean, they've all been pretty good experiences, before I started using the men's restrooms, I always thought was like, wow, like, what if there's no stalls available? It's gonna be really awkward. Well, it happens. Like, there's no stalls available. Even when I go to these big music concert venues that have like 15 stalls, and people are constantly going in and out, in and out, in and out. And it's like, where the hell do I stand? And you kind of just find a place. I kind of usually stand next to. Sorry, my dogs decided to come over. I usually stand next to the sinks or like in front, like by the first stall, just so people know I'm waiting for the stalls. And I've actually run into a place where there's actually been like a line for the stalls, and people are in and out of the urinals. And I think some people just prefer the stalls. They don't even like cis guys don't like to use the urinals. I found like some people just like the stalls, which I would too. I would like my privacy, and I'm a shy peer, so. But yeah, it's pretty much my little observations and stuff about using the restrooms.